Hey everybody, this is what I'm gonna be making for our dinner tonight, and I thought I'd share with you. I'm gonna be making lasagna, and I'm gonna be using 2 packages of the Barilla lasagna noodles, or the pasta, and I'm gonna put the water to boil right now. Okay, so here I have the water is going to boil any minute now. So what I'm gonna do is I used a big pot, and I'm gonna add some cooking oil. This is what I'm using right now, and I'm gonna add some salt. The salt is to give it some taste, the pasta itself, and the oil is so that the pasta does not stick while it's boiling, while it's cooking. So I'm going to stir it, mix it all up, and I'm going to wait for it to boil so that I can put the pasta in. Okay, so now the water had started to boil, and it kind of like stopped a little bit because I started putting the fresh pasta in it. It'll start kicking in again. So what I do is, so that the noodle won't get broken or mixed up or glued together, what I do is look at the pattern that I'm using. Look at the pattern. This is what I do. See, like crisscross. I don't put them all together, aligned together. I do it this way so that they won't stick. And I'm gonna add some more water. And I'm gonna keep on adding more of the pasta. Alright, so this is what it looks like after I have put all the pasta in it. Now, what I would like to do, I like to twirl it around a couple of times just to make sure that they don't stick. They should be loose. And I'm gonna let them boil for like 15 minutes. And while this is boiling for 15 minutes, I'm gonna put the oven to 450 degrees. 450 degrees. I'm gonna put the oven and to preheat for 15 minutes, and then while I'm doing that, this is 15 minutes boiling, 15 minutes to preheat the oven, and while all that is being done, it takes me about 15 minutes to prepare the filling, the ingredients, to put it all together. So that's what I'm going to be doing now while this is boiling and while the oven is preheating. And so here, this is what we're going to be adding now. The paleo whole milk ricotta cheese, and I'm going to be using this entire jar here. It's 3 pounds. I'm going to be using 3 pounds of the ricotta cheese, and it's already mixed with the paleo mozzarella cheese, and this is the cheese that I used. It's the Western beef, but I like to use the paleo, but for some reason Kiara got me the Western beef. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I used this before, but I'm just letting you know there is 1 pound. There is 1 pound of cheese in here, and I grated it. So now we're gonna mix. I'm gonna mix this up. Now, Aura is gonna help me, right, Aura?
Yeah.
She's gonna help me now with the eggs. Yeah, you're gonna crack the egg. Take 1 egg and crack it and just throw it in there. Oops, give me. Thank you. Another one. We're gonna use 3 eggs, guys. Ooh, that was a double egg. You didn't see that, guys, but that was a double egg. Oops. Thank you so much,
Another
Aura.
double egg.
That's it. 3 eggs. And we're gonna mix it all up now. Thank you, Aura. Thank you so much. Thumbs up, Aura. Thank you. Wash your hands. Now we're gonna mix it up. Go wash your hands, Mama. Go to the bathroom. Thank you so much, my little helper. Now the reason why I add the eggs to the ricotta cheese and the mozzarella cheese mix is so that the mozzarella and the ricotta cheese does not become watery as it's being cooked in the oven. The ricotta cheese tends to get watery when it's cooked, or being baked. So the eggs help to keep everything together. So I'm gonna continue to mix this up, and then I'll bring you back. All right, guys. So right here, I'm gonna be doing the meat, the ground beef. I'm gonna add the saucepan, or whatever you want to call this. It's already warm, so I'm not gonna add any oil, no oil at all, because the meat already has oil of its own. So let that simmer a little bit. I'm gonna add the meat. And this is the meat that I'm using. Okay, fresh beef ground sirloin. That's what I'm using. And here's another pack. The same. Fresh beef ground sirloin. Okay. I'm gonna add 2 packets of the Sazon Goya. I believe this is 2 pounds, right? 2 pounds of how many pounds of beef is this?
Pound and a half.
This is like a pound and a half. So that's 3 pounds. 3 pounds of beef. I'm gonna add some adobo. I like to eyeball my seasonings. I've been doing this for, I believe, 45 years. I've been doing this recipe, so I already know how to measure things with my eyes. I'm gonna add some oregano. Oh, and the sofrito, I will leave the link to my sofrito, homemade sofrito recipe. And I used 2 of these, okay? That's the amount that I used, 2 spoonfuls of these. And that's a cooking base. And what it has is green peppers, onions, garlic, red peppers, orange peppers, or the yellow peppers, mini sweet peppers. It has a whole bunch, parsley, recaito or coriander, recao, culantro, cilantro, all that nice stuff. I'll leave the link to the recipe in the link below, in the description box below. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, this is what I'm gonna add. I'm gonna add olives. This is manzanilla. You add as much olives as you want. I'm gonna add some rosemary also. There you go. It wasn't focusing before. You add as much rosemary as you like. Just to give it an extra taste. Now I'm gonna add some of the balsamic vinegar. This is really, really, really good, guys. Really good. I'm gonna add a capful of it. Then I'm just gonna mix everything up now. Let this cook for a while, about maybe 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes or so I'm gonna check up on it. And this has its own juices, so you might have to drain it. You don't want the lasagna to be watery at all. This smells so good, guys. Oh my god, I wish YouTube had a smell button. It smells so good. Okay, I'm gonna let this simmer and cook in its own juices. This will be done in about 15 minutes tops. I'm gonna cover it up and get back to you. Alright, so the meat is done. It took 15 minutes to do, and as you can notice, it hardly had any juices in it. Before, like around 5 minutes while it was simmering, it had tons of juices in it. And it evaporated. What I kept doing was I kept on stirring and mixing it up until it got fully cooked and it evaporated on its own. This is what it's supposed to look like. I'm gonna turn the meat off. Oh my god, this smells so good. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on this for a minute, and I'm gonna go and proceed to go to how to prepare the lasagna tray. Alright, so here what I'm doing is I'm cooling off the lasagna pasta, and what I did was I tilted it to the side prior to putting cold water in it, and let the water come out, and then I added cold water. I let it run through cold water. And then I hold it and tip it and let it run out. I did this several times. I drained it and added the cold water. I did this about 3-4 times. And the reason why I do this, I add the cold water, is so that I'm able to handle the pasta, so that my hands won't burn while I'm handling it. You see? I'm able to handle it now. So this is good. I'm gonna go ahead now and start preparing the tray. Show you how I do the lasagna now. So now I'm gonna add, this is what the sauce I'm gonna be using. This is what type of sauce I'm gonna be using. This is how many ounces? There's 45 ounces in here. This is the tray that I'm going to be using. It's a deep tray. Now I'm going to add a small amount, or like what, like maybe, how much is that, like 4, like a cup or 2 cups of the tomato sauce goes in the bottom. What I do is I spread it out. This is so that the noodles in the bottom layer doesn't get stuck. Now I'm gonna start layering the lasagna. Here's a good one. Gotta be very careful because they do tend to rip. So here's one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Now I'm going to add the ricotta with the egg mixture and the mozzarella cheese mixture. And I'm just gonna spread it out. Now, as you can see, I already did the first layer of the ricotta cheese. I make sure that I take my meat and make sure that there's no oil. Then I just spread the meat. And that's it, that's the first layer. I'm gonna add another noodle on top of that. Now you see I already added the meat. Now I'm gonna add another layer. I'm gonna put another lasagna pasta over. Now I'm gonna add some sauce over it. I'm gonna spread the sauce. And add another layer of the ricotta cheese and spread it all out. As you can see, I already layered it with the ricotta cheese. I add the meat again. Then I proceed to add a noodle or the pasta, and you get the idea, guys. I'm gonna pile it up, keep on piling it up until I can't pile it up anymore. This is I'm going on my second layer of the lasagna, so I think about maybe 2 more layers and I'm good. I'll show you when I'm done. So this is the last layer, and I'm gonna cover it up now. The amount of layers depends on the amount of people you're gonna serve and how big your tray is. Right, so I'm gonna add some sauce. Spread it. It's very important that you cover the noodles with or the pasta with the sauce so that it won't become hard or burn while in the oven. So that's important. Now I am going to take the mozzarella cheese and I'm gonna cut slices over it. I'm using another pound of cheese, so altogether I'm using 2 pounds of cheese. I put the layer of cheese on top. Now I'm gonna add some more sauce to the cheese so that the cheese doesn't burn. And then the oven is set at 375. I had said 450 earlier, I believe, or 350, but I'm gonna put it to 375 because it's really thick. So 375, and this will be in the oven anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. I'll keep checking on it, like every 15 minutes I'll keep checking on it. And now I'm going to proceed to cover it. You can use aluminum foil. This tray came with its own cover, so this is going in the oven now for, I'm going to check up on it in 15 minutes. Now every 15 minutes or so, and I'll let you know towards the end how long it took for me to cook. So this is going in the oven now. So this is the end results right here. I took it out of the oven after an hour. It took an hour to do at 375 degrees. And I'm going to let it cool off now for about 10 minutes before I dig in or cut through and serve everyone, because it's gonna be too watery, too liquidy. You know, it's gonna be a mess. So I'm gonna wait for like 10 minutes and then I'll show you the end results. So this is the end results after about 10-15 minutes. I am ready to serve TC and my family dinner. And this is what I have on the side. This is Texas toast. This is what I have, and it's the 3 cheese. It has mozzarella, provolone, and Parmesan cheese. Okay, and you leave this in the oven. Yes, it says here that it's ready in 5 minutes. But actually it took 10 minutes to do. I don't know, for some reason it was done in 10 minutes. So anyway, this is our dinner for tonight. Hope you enjoy. Blessings. And if you do your lasagna in a different way, then let me know in the comments below. Okay, thank you so much for watching. God bless. I love you. And besitos, guys. Besitos.